Really Right Stuff was founded in 1990 with a mission to deliver superior camera support systems from the ground up. Today they ship to over 120 countries around the world and are continuing to grow each year. Their product line has expanded from a handful of custom camera body plates to an extensive line of support products, including hundreds of custom plates, pano gear, studio gear, ball heads, tripods, and fluid heads. For our project, we will be focusing on their tripod assembly. Earlier in October, Really Right Stuff acquired in-house assembly for their tripods. Their goal is to be able to produce 20 tripods a day in order to meet market demand. Our goal through the IME 420 project is to create a new facility layout and simulate it compared to their current layout in order to increase throughput and reduce time spent in the system.
This here is a Visio drawing of the original layout, and the red box indicates the physical scope set for this project. This next box encaptures all of the carts that hold inventory. The first station is where the gluing occurs. Directly behind the gluing station is the table where a majority of the sub-assemblies are completed. At the bottom right table, primarily greasing and cleaning take place. Leg assembly is typically completed between the racks of inventory, and then last but not least, final assembly takes place at the top rightmost table. Here the tripods are assembled, then opened to be wiped down before being placed on a cart to take downstairs. Additionally, the toolbox is located on the far side of the room. For a better understanding of the tripod assembly process, here's a flowchart that outlines each step. While observing the process, we noticed the operators traveled a considerable amount to gather the parts from inventory and tools from the toolbox. We took additional time studies for the setup procedure, which can be seen in the graph. From these results, we decided to focus our process improvement efforts on a facility redesign in order to reduce the overall distance traveled, which in turn would affect the overall time and cost.
To give you an idea of what the original layout looked like that we're going to be simulating, here's a Visio diagram of the operator's paths indicating the setup distances traveled, and this is assuming that each batch contains 20 tripods. This is a diagram of the product layout, which is our recommended layout to the company, and this is the second thing that we will be simulating to see if we can increase the throughput and decrease the time that the tripods spend in the system. As previously mentioned, the metrics we will be collecting through Simio include the daily throughput, the time in system, and the distance traveled for setup. Because this process was observed for our senior project, the data has already been collected throughout the year using time studies and different observations.